Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, when you find value at any time in this video, I would appreciate if you would smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, or leave your thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate it. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin. But let me get to the right screen first. Here we go. The crypto market is pretty green today. Bitcoin, when I captured this screen, was at roughly 39.5. I think it's dropped to roughly 39.4 and some change by now. Its dominance is back to 42.25. It was previously at 43, but couldn't sustain that. Luna dropped. It's in the red. Not a lot though. It's back at 88.84. Ethereum's back at 2.7 roughly K. Overall, pretty green for the crypto market today, which is fantastic. Let's dive into the chart. This from yesterday, and what has Bitcoin do? Yesterday we were at this red candlestick here. This is the daily chart on TradingView. Geopolitical and macro environment hasn't changed much from yesterday to today. So Bitcoin has been consolidating. If you look at the hourly chart, it's been pretty much going sideways. But it did recover from yesterday's low of 38.6, which is right around here. And it went up just above this horizontal channel resistance here. This channel resistance has been with us for a couple weeks, which is pretty cool. And so it was just above this line, but now it's dipped down just below that channel resistance here. And it still has a white daily candle. So that's still bullish, but it's a very small body. If you look at the volume down here, volume is tiny, below average. And you can see that it's just below the 50-day moving average, which is this pinkish line here. And that also happens to be just below the basis line, which is the middle line for the Bollinger Band. So just below that. And the wick is just above this line. So it's currently hanging right here. The next support level, as I've mentioned in yesterday's video, would be this higher low support right here, right there, and that's roughly around 37.8. And then the support below that would be this double top neckline right here. That was also discussed in the previous video, and that's at around 37K. And just below that would be the channel support, which also happens to be another support that we've discussed previously on the weekly chart, and that is roughly around 35K, this area right here. Wait a minute, that's not it. That's this area right here. That's roughly around 36.5K. Yeah. And the one below that even further is down here, which is 35K. Yeah. So what's going to happen probably, and we'll look at this in the indicators below, but more than likely, if there's not a lot of shift in the macro environment or the geopolitical news cycle, more than likely Bitcoin will range just around this channel resistance here and continue with this low volume. Let's take a look at the indicators. The white J line here of the KDJ line, it went below the blue K and the red D line, and this was anticipated in the last video, and that's bearish. It went from 64 to 34. Wait a minute, I have a spelling error here in here. It went from 64 to 34, and the 34 is still above the 20 mark. This is 20. This you might not be able to see it, but I'll trace it for you. 20 marks the start of a bottom zone here for the KDJ area. So it's got some room to move still, but it's currently bearish. For the MACD line, the white MACD line dropped below. I'm not sure if it's below anymore. Let's find out. It was below. Nope, not below anymore. It's actually above right here. It was below the 0 mark here, but it changed a little bit. Yeah, it's not below anymore. It's currently, it was below, but now it's currently above the red signal line. It went from 164 to -6. -6 would be below this middle line here, where you separate the red from the whites. And printed its sixth, excuse me. All right, it printed its sixth bullish histogram bar, but you can see it's so tiny. So the difference between the two were it's getting shorter and shorter, and very soon it could flip bearish. Oh, that's so interesting. And that's why I gave it a bearish here. It's currently still bullish, but it's trending bearish. Down below we have the red RSI line, barely trending down from 46.3 to 45.9. So not much of a drop. I gave that a crab. You can see it here, the red line right there. It's pretty much going horizontal. The aqua CVD line right here is doing similar. It's going horizontal here. It went from 1,807,656 to 1,807,704. So from 656 to 704, not much. It's pretty much horizontal. The white momentum indicator, it did flip. It was trending down, then flipped up. And so it went from 1,147 to 2,035. And I gave that indicator a bull and a crab. Even though it's flipped, more than likely it's going to go sideways. So based on all this, I give this, my summary would be that it's more than likely going to crab sideways along this channel resistance. The wick may go up, but overall the body may remain below this channel resistance at roughly 39.4, 39.5, right around that area. So two crabs and a bear. The bear is basically because it's below this channel resistance. If it pops up above and sustain it, this would be more bullish. But currently, more than likely, we're gonna, with more geopolitical news and also more macro environment variables, more than likely it'll drop back and it'll go back in this chopping between the channel resistance and channel support here. But for the meantime, it'll hang at the near the top. Let's take a look at the if I can get it, heat map, and take a look at some sell zones and buy zones. We got not a single large wall up here for the buy for the sell here. However, we do have a few new buy walls here. This one came in on March the 4th, roughly along 1600 Pacific Standard Time, 35.5 here, 35.5K, and 35K. You see that they come in here. And then we still have the 32. Notice the 32, the size is 501. And the 30K zone, it dropped from the 600s to 588 roughly in size. The 29K zone is still there. at roughly 200 in size. And that's a whitish. It was pretty blue, but it's turning whitish here at 28. So a couple more buy walls coming in here as of recent, and we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the zoom in a little bit and see what the current action looks like. Yeah, we're getting a lot of spoof walls on top and on the bottom here. As you can see, they change and shift as the price move along with the price. And there seems to be more sell pressure right now on top versus buy. Not by much though. They flip really fast. And see that here. Very thick reddish orange band on top, and a slight less thick on the bottom with orange, red, and some yellows here. They'll duke it out. You can see that it's been trending up in the last several hours. So yeah, I think it's gonna continue to go horizontal, and until something shifts in the geopolitical or macro environment. But Sunday will be an interesting day to monitor. So keep your eye out. In the meantime, crab sideways. I appreciate you joining me. Sorry for the sneeze. I have allergies today. Feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, or leave a comment and your thoughts. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video later today. Much later, because I have things to do. Peace.